There's something big in the woods behind me. It's crunching through the trees and the branches. It's probably just a deer. But in today's video, we are going to skate Lexington, the place where I used to live. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you probably remember some of these spots from previous videos. So in today's video, I re-emphasize the point that if there is a ledge next to the ramp, you can use it to your advantage and learn new tricks by putting your hand down on the ledge. This really isn't one of those 5 easy trick videos because there's so many tricks in this video, I don't want to count them all. I could if I really wanted to sit down and take the time, but who has time to just throw away? Time is so valuable. Time is more valuable than money. You're never gonna get that back. It's the most valuable thing we have. So one hack is skating little things that look like quarter pipes, but they're not quarter pipes, as quarter pipes. And this skate park has a lot of those. Also, you can skate bank ramps or hips like that, and it really works well. Do stalls on something that's not normally used for stalls. There's a few things I really miss about this skate park. The ability to nollie out of a quarter pipe, having a well-built quarter pipe, and having these ledges on the side that you can just stall on. I also really miss the community that I had at the skate park. There's always so many people. Even if you go early, you can meet some really interesting people with interesting background stories. I've been in Lexington all day, and Lexington is a terrible place. It's a city, so you can imagine what that's like. So I needed to come out here and be alone and finish this video by myself. I saw so many wrecks today. I forgot how much I hate traffic. So here's a trick I've been wanting to do a video on for a while. This is a switch, no comply out of a ramp. And Woodland is the perfect skate park for this. It's got these big coping, this perfect transition. At my current local skate park, it's actually impossible to do this trick and make it look good because the transition is so bad. There's like no coping and there's a big hump before you get to the top of the ramp. This is such an easy trick. It's a great one for a 5 easy trick video. It's where you take your back foot off, plant it on the deck, you're going fakie, and then you can take your time with this part. You just take your back foot and you just pull the board up and then jump. It's better if you do it kind of quick, but it works really well. It's surprisingly easy. So this is one of those tricks that you have to actually have some skill in a mini ramp or some skill on ramps. If you can't skate a ramp well, come back fakie and do disasters and stuff like that, then you're not gonna be able to do this trick. So you probably heard the phrase, love the sinner, hate the sin, from older women on Facebook. But are we really capable of that? You know, I know a perfect God would be capable of loving the sinner and hating the sin, but what if the sin is against us? Can we really have that hate in our heart towards the sin that's cast against us and still have love for the sinner? Or should we cast all the hate out and just forget about it? Let it leave our minds completely. So I'm still stuck on the sensory neurites thing. So you're gonna have to hear that whole spiel again. There's 40,000 like neurons, like brain cells in your heart. And they're completely independent of the brain. But they have memories, they hold on to things, they hold on to feelings. And you can't get rid of them with secular psychology and going through the steps, going through the motions, thinking through something. Because they're not in your brain, they're in your heart. What I didn't miss was the traffic. I saw so many wrecks today. And I saw a lot of people that were down on their luck. And it's hard to watch people in that place, in that state where they're homeless, unhoused, as the media likes to call it these days. Nobody thinks they're gonna be homeless when they're in high school or college or in their 20s. It's just a series of bad choices and a lack of community, a lack of people in their life that could give them good advice or help them out. When we're young, we have this confidence about us. We feel like we're 10 feet tall and bulletproof. And it'll happen to him, it'll happen to her, but it won't happen to me. Sometimes we just need some advice when we're still young to start making the right decisions. Sometimes there's more choices than just the right choice and the wrong choice. Sometimes there's the wise choice and the unwise choice. And just because something isn't right or it isn't wrong, that doesn't mean it's wise. There are certain substances that you should not put in your body. Even if you're just putting a small amount and you think you can handle it, you should just abstain from them entirely, especially if you have an addictive personality. If you have ever had a problem with alcohol, you shouldn't consume alcohol and you shouldn't go to the places where alcohol is served. You should avoid it completely. So there's a graveyard behind me. I don't really understand graveyards. When I'm dead, you don't have to come and lay flowers on top of my rock. You don't have to come and visit my rock at all. Because whether I'm in the presence of unbelievable love or just 6 feet under the ground being eaten by worms, I'm not gonna care. It's not gonna change anything for me. I guess mourning and visiting gravestones is for the living. It's not something that helps the dead out at all. But if it makes you feel better, do it. I just feel like there's kind of a weird, eerie presence in a graveyard. I feel like when I'm in a graveyard, spirits get to me and get in me in a weird way, in a different way. So I don't really walk through them or ride my bike through them or anything. I kind of just avoid them in general. So try not to steal each other's tricks. Empathy is important. I guess what I have to say in this video is decked out rock and rolls are a lot easier than they look. And big boards are still very flippable. This guy was making fun of my kickflips in Lexington today, so I let him try to kickflip on my board, and his kickflips looked exactly like my kickflips on my giant board. Everybody at every skate park is trying to be so big and so strong. They're like little kids trying to be superheroes, saying, "Look at my cape, look at my superpowers. I saved Lois Lane from the burning building." The little kids will come up to you and say, "Hey, I beat a 25-year-old at skate." And then the 25-year-olds will come up to you and tell you a story about how they achieved something. You know, the old guys will be like, "Well, back in my day, I achieved something too." We're all just trying to feel important. The thing is, it doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks of you. Maybe if you spend a little less time thinking about how other people see you, and you spend a little more time trying to enjoy the short little bit of life that you have. Because that little bit of life is the special occasion. You don't need another special occasion. We're here. Welcome to life. This is the party. So take some time, take a deep breath, go outside and enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of content, scroll through the channel, check out my other videos, and hit the subscribe button because I've got a lot more videos to come. Thanks for watching.